Alright, checking out Monero. I'm telling you guys, this is one of the undervalued ones right now. I mean, Monero is moving. Monero is moving in silence. I don't see anyone talking about the moves that Monero is doing. I think I've probably had 2 comments on my channel saying, "Can you cover Monero? It's like a sleeping giant." And I mean, yeah, I agree. Obviously, this is one of the OG coins. I mean, I heard about this before I heard about, 99% of the cryptos that I cover currently. But we're making moves. We're making moves in silence. Let's jump into it. So we were previously running off this fib from the utmost impulse we've got here that isn't the all-time high. You can see we're currently catapulting above the 618 Fibonacci. The last time we made a video on this, I think we were just poking our head above the 618 and we were talking about our next move up. We were talking about coming up, back testing it, and then heading off to the races. So far, we've done 2 of those things. We've come up above the price target, we've come down to the 618, and we've started to lift off, but I don't want to get too bullish because we clearly haven't had too much of a big move today. However, I do think Monero is setting up for a big move. I love how we've perfectly back tested this 618 fib. If we look at the daily EMA, I mean, we only technically touched it once. We're just kind of hovering. It is building up with us. I really do like the setup we're seeing here. The daily squeeze mob as well is still heading to the upside. The bulls are in control of this move, which is, very nice. We're not even close to topping out as far as I can tell. So yeah, just a real quick update. I still have my price target up here at $370. We were predicting a 42% increase. We're already up a couple percent, so I mean, I'm only predicting a 37% increase. I mean, we've gone up 3 or 4%, obviously not including this big wick that we've had today. Is there anything else that would get in our way? Yeah, I mean, this was our price target because this is your macro 618. I mean, $373. That's going to be a huge level to come into contact with. Whether we top out on it, whether we have a local top, whether we blast through it is yet to be seen. But for me, at least, I think it's a good region to target. 40% increase pretty much from where we are right now. I think that is very fair. The market cap of Monero is pretty decent as well, but I think it can definitely take its time over the next month or so and build up enough momentum to come this way. If we switch over to the higher time frames, which is where I'm probably going to finish this video off, you can see an exponential increase in volume literally since February. I mean, this is why I'm saying this thing is a sleeping giant. It has been a while since we've seen a large consecutive amount of volume like this back to back. The last time we saw this amount of volume, we were building up around this range just before we came up to the all-time high. So I think Monero has a lot more kick left. I think it's going to have a lot more room to move to the upside. And you can see we're miles above the weekly EMA ribbons. The weekly EMAs, you can see the short-term moving average is this thick red line here. It's converging very fast. I can't draw properly when I zoom in. I try to draw and it only wants me to do a straight line, and then straight lines like that. It's really annoying. But something like this, we are converging up. The short-term moving average is soon going to cross the long-term moving average, probably in the next 2 to 3 days, in my opinion. And if we have a weekly cross on the EMA ribbons, just look at what happened the last time we had a weekly cross. I don't need to tell you what. I don't need to tell you this is bullish. Look at the last time we had a weekly cross during July of 2020. Huge rally. What also correlates to this huge move from before? Well, you can see we recently switched over from a bearish stance into a bullish stance, and we fired bullish on the EMA ribbons about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks into this huge bullish momentum phase. We're only 2 weeks in. Like I said, I think Monero is going to make new all-time highs this cycle. I don't think there's any second guessing that. My personal price target for Monero, long term, I'm not talking about in the next couple of days or so, but my macro price target is actually up here at $759. This is the 1.618 Fibonacci. Like I said, this is going to be a real short video just because it's so clear cut what's going on. We're not seeing any signs of bearishness at all, in my opinion. Higher time frames, bulls are coming into control. Higher time frames, there's an exceptional increase in volume. We're just putting in green candle after green candle. Weekly EMA ribbons are about to flip bullish. daily EMA ribbons are building support as we go. It flipped bullish a while ago. On the daily, we reset the bullish momentum. We are now reaccumulating to the upside, meaning we have lots more momentum to push back on our next move. The only thing that leaves a kind of sour taste in my mouth from looking at this is the fact that we have recently switched over to the bearish side of things in terms of the 4-hourly squeeze month. But I would like to highlight, since we started this big uptrend down here, this was $153, wasn't this when, yeah, this was also pretty much when the daily flipped. So if we come over to the 4-hour, I mean, it has been hopping between bearish, bullish whenever we have these corrections. So I wouldn't take that, you know, too deep. I think as we're in an uptrend, you know, we are going to see these big pushes up and then these corrections. And on the 4-hour, you know, the 4-hour, I mean, it's had a lot of fake outs. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 fake outs so far, and the rest of these were really just small dents in the journey as we continue accumulating. So the 4-hour is actually technically saying, or at least this is what I think it is calling for. The 4-hour is saying we want to come down to $258 before having a more macro rally. But like I said, all the higher time frames, obviously the higher time frame you go up, the more significant it is, and the higher time frame you go up, the more it says it's exceptionally bullish. So, you know, I wouldn't be betting on lower time frames for a $20 move to the downside. I think we're exceptionally bullish. I think we're going to keep on increasing up. That is all I've got for you today. My short-term price target is $372 for Monero. Once we come up to the all-time high at $519, I will personally be targeting $760 for Monero. That is all I've got for you today. Looks like a great chart, I'm telling you. This is undervalued, this is a sleeping giant. Not financial advice, that is just my opinion. As always, if you did like the content, please like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friend. As always, none of this is financial advice, it is just my opinion on the market. And as always, cowboy out, peace.